Hey guys, Cindy here at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I feel like this is never going to get done, but we are making progress on getting this thing up and running so that I can do all the things I need to do up here. I wanted to show you, so these are the big bins, right? We've been putting stuff in these. I found these little trays, okay? They're too wide to go 3 across. So I'm sticking one on either side, and basically what I've done is have you seen these Velcro command strips? I took some of the 16-pound ones because they're long and cut them into thirds so that I have little pieces. And basically what I've done is I've taken these and I peel one side off. Let's put this up here for now and kind of put this over. Right about there gives me an idea where it needs to be. Okay, push that down. And then we're going to do that again here. I'm just kind of eyeballing it even with the one on the other side over here. And hopefully that will allow me to... Now, I will say this. I already tried doing the thing where I take the tray and put the things here and then peel them all off and stick it down. And I kept having to reposition it. That was too hard. It was easier for me, now it may just be me, but it was easier for me to do this if I put the pieces here. Now I'm going to peel the top piece off because I already have the Velcro. It's 2 Velcro strips stuck together. Okay? So that's... and then we get that like that, and then we go like this. Now, there's these 2 little pieces, like almost like support corner pieces that are molded into this acrylic. And I kind of put it right up against the side and slide it down like that, and then push it on. Okay, and then I just push it onto these like this. And there we go. I've got that set. Now for some of them, I also found at Dollar Tree these little bins. Okay, I want to say they were 3 to a pack for $1.25. And they hook to each other, and they do fit in between here. Now nothing fits lengthwise exactly. But when I bought them, I was using them for something else. And I was going to try and use them here when I was done. And that's why I only have 2. I only bought enough for the other thing I was using. Now that I know they fit, I may go back and get some for this one. But this is what we're going to do. So I have all those bins, those cases with these boxes in them. Okay? And what I want to do is put stickers and fussy cuts and things in these little trays. I have 3 drawers that I can put fussy cuts in, and hopefully that will be enough for at least the time being. As you can see, this one's broken. These are little pads and things, and I thought they would be good in one of the tall ones. So I'm going to put those in there. And then in here I have also these squares that came in something. And I'll just put those in there too. So this is the idea, is we're going to go through and I'm going to sort these boxes of fussy cut things that I've got. Hold on a second, I'm going to throw this out. Okay, so basically I had this whole thing was all like washi type stickers. Like these ones were all label or advertisement or, you know, very texty kind of ones, and they would go into a tray like that. Okay. I don't know if they're all going to fit. There are 14 boxes and only 9 bins, as you can see, but not all the boxes had stuff in them. And I don't know. You know, I'll just work with what I got, you know what I mean? Okay, I've got these ladies that can go in a bin. I don't know what I'm going to use these for. Now I have these boxes and I don't know what I'm going to use them for. Okay. Then we have all of this stuff. Now this was all kind of miscellaneous. And if I'm honest, I may just stick it all in one. Because those could probably all go in one bin. These are more of the stamps, and I was going to put them all together. I would love to be able to separate the ladies from the botanicals, but I don't have that many bins, so it's just going to have to be... That was at the back of that one. I thought I had a stray piece of backing in there. They're not shuffling into a pile. They're like hitting on each other and being a nuisance. Okay, so those will go in there. And I'll guarantee you this isn't everything. I'm sure I have some of these downstairs. Those aren't washi. That are going to need to be put in here. This stuff is the stuff I was talking about combining. So this is like all these little miscellaneous ones. These are my religious ones. Now, I kind of want to keep these so that I don't have to dig for them because they would be used for very specific purposes. But in the same token, well, she's not. But in the same token, I don't have the space to like separate too much. So I have these, and I have these. And like I said, I've come to the conclusion that this is one of those things where I'm just going to have to do what I can do right now. And if something better comes up later, I can adjust. But for now, this is kind of like the best I got, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I should put these in with these or those. I mean, they're flowers. Might put them in there. These are mostly people. And I'm half tempted to put them in with the dolls. Like that. Just so they're easy to find. Okay, and then we have these that are kind of like the gold ones, but not quite. And they'll go back there. And then I have emptied out a whole box. Now, the question about what to do with these boxes now that I have them empty is a whole different story. The only thing I can really think of that I would do with this is if I was going to go somewhere and I wanted to take stuff with me to work on a journal, I might take one of those boxes with me. I mean, that could be a purpose or a use or whatever. Okay, now these are those doors. Remember those doors? And I kind of want to put that, I know this is all washi and stuff, but I kind of want to put them in one of these. So I might stick them in here just because these don't have anything to go in them at the moment. I mean, and let's be honest, I'm probably going to pull these drawers out, look through them, find stuff that I want to go in a project, and then put them back. You know what I mean? And then maybe pull the next drawer out. But I'll have everything here where I can see it. So this is what one of these drawers would look like, which I feel like that's kind of nice. I can, you know, do this kind of thing. Now let me get, I have more of those boxes. So here's another one. This is what I'm talking about when I say these boxes with the little boxes on the inside. So this is what we're looking at here. Now, some of this stuff isn't going to fit. It's just going to be too big. That might, that will. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to figure it out. All right, let me get this off to the side. And I think what I'm going to do for now is put this one up in the space. Okay, and I was thinking labels in one of these. So I'm going to stack these to get them out of my way. And then I'm going to add stuff up into them and I know it gets partially cut off when I stick it up there. So I'll move it down to show you what I've done with it. I want to get these out and these out and these out. I don't know what I'm going to do with some of this stuff. I mean, it's not all going to fit. I have too much stuff, but I don't know what these are. What are these? Oh, these are deco papers. Okay. All right. I might have another place to put those. Okay. I know I said I was going to, you know what? We're going to bring it down. It'll be easier to do it this way. So we have labels. These are all Tim Holtz labels, right? Well, no, that's not true. I put some other stuff in with these, but they're labels. Blank ones. Specimen ones. Now, of course, the only drawback to this would be that, I mean, I can't take this tray out of here now and fumble with it, right? So that would be the only drawback, I would say. Now, see, I have big labels like this, which I feel like I should put. I printed these and cut them out from some, you know, public domain files or whatever. So we're getting ready to celebrate my mom's 75th. And actually, after I film this, I have to go change my clothes and get ready. My family's going out to dinner, and then we're headed down to, some of us are headed down to my mom's for her 75th birthday party. We're having a little early, because her birthday falls during the week. And so we're throwing her a party. And, yeah, so we're going down for that. Okay, that's that one cleaned out. Now, then I have stuff like this. So we've got these like specimen poster things. We've been doing like remodeling and ripping up carpet and that sort of thing, and it's wreaking havoc with my sinuses. Can I just say? I don't know if those aren't going to go in there. Okay, so I'm not really sure about these ones, guys. I might have to put these. I might have to put this stuff with like deco paper and things and keep it in a separate spot. So we're not going to be able to do those. And then I've got these labels. These are the little bitty ones. So all this little bitty itty stuff. Stamps and labels, and this one can go over here. And I've got all this little stuff. Those are actually stamps, and I mean, I could tear them apart. The only reason I haven't separated them at their perforation is because I thought, well, what if you want to use them as a strip? I mean, I suppose I could just stack them on top of each other and glue them in a row, but it'd be a lot easier if they were already in the strip. Yeah, so anyway, so I got this dream box thing that I've been filling and moving myself upstairs with. And we are cleaning up. We're cleaning up another room in the house, and it's going to be what? Oh, I told you guys my husband and I sleep in separate bedrooms just because we don't follow the same sleep schedules. We don't have the same sleep patterns. We just can't sleep in the same room. Over the years, we used to, and then over the years, we just kind of weren't able to anymore, I guess. I don't know. And so we don't. Okay, these are all big, so I'm going to put them over here with this. All right, and then we'll put this in. No, you should go over here. This is going to be really interesting because what I'll have to do is like take the whole pile out and like fumble around looking through it, seeing if I find something I want, which doesn't really bother me. It is what it is for now. I just like the fact that I have a place to put all this stuff. I'm just going to put all this stuff that's here in this box for now because I don't have any place else to put it. Let's see. Here we have some more of these. I feel like this can all go in here. That can go in there. These can go in here. I'm probably going to put most of this in this middle one. And then these will go in the big box. Some of this stuff I feel like I just want to get it out and use it up so I don't have to worry about it anymore because it's... And then when I want stuff, I use like my printables and whatnot. Oh, my dog's in here with me. What's the matter, Tess? Tessa's my puppy. Hear people talking? I'm up in my room now. She hears people talking downstairs and she's making noise. Oh, she wants out. Hold on a sec, guys. I have the door closed to keep the sound at bay and she can't get out. Hold on. Okay, so not that I needed to add another little pile of something, but I have all these pictures that I've been cutting out of books and they're small and I kind of want to put them in here. Because where I've been storing all my other book picture cutouts, the baskets are too big. So we're going to put them in here. And these ones are things that I printed from like public domain stuff and things like that. And what I might do is include them in some of the bundles that are going to go in my shop. They're going to be mixes of all kinds of stuff. So I thought maybe I would put some of this stuff that I printed that I don't want to store, that if I want to use it at some point, I can just reprint it. I thought I would put some of that in there. We have a map here. This can go in here, and this can go in here, and this can go in that one. This is big. That can go in there. The Union Jack, that can go in there. Okay. So, not too bad, I don't guess. I just really wanted to be able to get to all of this stuff a little easier. And I think this will let me do that. Like I said, if I'm down the road a ways from now and this isn't working out and I decide these bins with the trays and stuff in them would be better suited for something else, then I'll change up what I'm doing. I also have more of this room. Like I said, I now sleep in my craft room is basically what it is. So once I have gotten this all situated the way I want it, I'll have to see about the best way of storing things from that point. Because I have a lot of stuff that isn't its final resting place, so to speak. So, I'm not ready for it to like be, here's where it goes, this is it. So when I get like this bed, remember I told you this bed I'm sitting on? This is the one that's going for my husband to sleep on. And so it's leaving and I'm getting a chair, which will be a lot nicer because I'll be able to sit up under. You can't see it, but I sit kind of back away from the edge of this, and I'll be able to pull myself up under it and work over my table more. I'm just hoping that my head doesn't get into my camera when I do that. I have to see like how far I can scoot myself in before it interferes. But anyway, neither here nor there. In the meantime, I have stuff kind of sat in places that will change once the bed is gone. And so, you know, it's just, it's going to be a little bit of shuffling. You know what I mean? You guys shuffle stuff ever? I know you do. I'm not the only one. Let me see if there's anything else in here. And then I think I have another box of these downstairs. These might actually go in where I've been cutting pictures out of books. Those are pictures that I cut out of the Audubon books. So these might actually go into where I've been removing like floral pictures from books. I might put those in with that. So that gets rid of that box. Those are Tina Fussy Cuts. I'm looking, ooh, these are from the old wallpaper book. They're just little strips of samples of borders that you can get. And these are pieces of the fabric. Like that's how the wallpaper was. This is from the 40s. So I have these. I want to get these down where I can use them. I don't know about those. They're kind of long. I might have to go with that. I'm going to keep those out because I want to put those somewhere where I can get to them easy. These are going to go in the bundles, so I'm going to keep those. I'm just going to stick them up there for now. And I might do the same thing with these. This is all sewing and perfume labels. The idea of me putting these in the bundles is, guys, I sat in front of my TV and fussy cut them all. So if I put them in the bundles and you get a bundle and it's got some of this stuff in it, just look at it. You can use it and you don't have to fussy cut it. Not that cutting out squares is hard, but I mean, it still takes up time. So those will probably go in bundles because, again, I overprinted. When I first got started with it, just like I overbought, I overprinted. So like I went in and I said, oh, I'll use tons of this. So I just printed a whole bunch of it. Well, you know, I'm not using it as fast as I thought I would. Oh, this is the deco paper. We might have to do something with that. And then the rest of this, I don't know what I'm going to do with. This stuff might go back downstairs to the, what do you call it? Mixed media room. That's what that's basically going to become. I'm missing a box. I'm pretty sure I have 4 boxes. So we're missing a box. But you guys get the idea. So this was just kind of a quick run through of what I'm doing with my box ephemera and kind of getting it into trays where I can pull the tray down and I can say, okay, I need labels. And we can look through labels and washi stickers and, you know, whatever it is that I want to use. I may actually save this one for, again, I feel like labels is the thing that I will use the most. So cutting out labels and putting them in things and having them ready to go would be something that would be a good thing. Again, it would also be nice if I'm sitting in front of the TV and you guys have seen my kit. This is my ephemera kit. If I'm cutting this stuff up, having a place to put it, right? So, and I can just separate it by color. So this is all the blue stuff. I just stick it in there and finish cutting out the blue. That was printed on a regular piece of copy paper, and as you can see, it printed. Can you see the difference in the color? Is that crazy? Of course, it's a totally different printer. This one might have been running low on something because that's all weird colored. Anyway, but you get the idea. So I would cut these out and I would put them in the bins and have these here for myself to grab hold of and use. So actually, I might just put these in here like this and stick this up here for now. I'm not going to sit and cut because we got to get ready to go to dinner soon. But so this is just an idea of what I'm looking at doing at the moment with some of the odds and ends. I really don't know where to put everything. I am going from a small space to a small space. I've given myself a little bit more storage, but not necessarily to the point where I have a space for everything that I have. So I'm definitely learning that, I've got some stuff that I have to figure out, but I still have bins to fill. So, who knows? I keep telling myself, just get an idea of what you want to put in the bin, put it in there. And if it doesn't work out, you can change it later. I mean, that's true, right? All right. Well, I hope you're enjoying this. I hope this gives you some ideas for, maybe sorting some of your stuff yourself. I haven't been able to make, I know those books that people make and they stick their labels in. I think those are great. I haven't successfully made a good one yet. I did one, about a year ago, and it's okay. It's little. Every once in a while, you guys see me pull it out. I want to make a good one, a big one. And I'm going to look into doing that. So we'll have to see, how that goes. And maybe I'll even do it on camera. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. This was kind of a short one. I just wanted to give you some insight into what I'm doing with all of that box stuff. And then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with these boxes. And I will talk to you later. I think the next thing will be to work a little bit on the calendar journal. And I want to show you some other stuff I'm working on. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.